How many remember Supra Sneakers? In the mid-2000s, Supra exploded onto the scene, proving that if designed right, an upstart sneaker brand can muscle out of space in an otherwise legacy brand dominated market. But over the years, Supra has fallen off hard. And why is that? Well, let's find out. I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com, and this is the rise and fall of Supra Sneakers. But before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button. We're almost at 2,000 subs as of doing this video, and we can't continue to grow without you guys' help. And if you'd like to see us be as big as some of the other channels out there on YouTube, then we need you guys to like and, most importantly, share the videos on other platforms. This is the best way to get the YouTube algorithms to notice us and suggest us to more people. But with that being said, let's jump right in. Supra was created by Angel Cabada, who grew up in Orange County, California, where he first fell in love with skateboarding. He tried working regular jobs, but nothing ever really lasted long. So he figured that he wasn't cut out for working for someone else and decided to try his hand at his own brand. His first venture was a brand called TSA, which lasted for about 10 years or so before he broke ties with his old business partner and moved on. Angel would learn a lot about the business through his experience with TSA, and in 2002, he started his next venture, Crooks, and the distribution company, One Distribution. And believe it or not, I actually forgot about Crooks and probably should do a video on them. And who knows, maybe I will. But Crooks and later Supra will be covered under Angel's One Distribution Company, which I had no idea of before doing this video. I didn't know that those two companies were connected with one another. Originally, the plan was to make Supra Footwear, but Angel realized that this would be a conflict of interest for people that he worked with, so he made a whole new company which he would name Supra instead. The name Supra is Latin for above and beyond, and Angel wanted to do something to complement his clothing line, and he thought that all the other skate shoes out there were way too chunky. It didn't take long for Supra to become popular among skaters and hip-hop artists for its unique style. The company's shoes were known for their mixture of California cool and street-savvy attitude. They quickly gained cult following. With Supra, Angel wanted to create a line of shoes that would appeal to both skaters and non-skaters alike, which turned out to be a great idea considering skateboarding was in the process of being embraced by rap at the time. We've done tons of videos citing how the early and mid-2000s streetwear style was hugely influenced by the skateboarding culture, and Supra was right there to capitalize on the wave. The brand's first shoe, the Supra Vader, was a high-top sneaker with a chunky sole and Velcro straps. The Vader quickly became a hit thanks to its unique style and comfort. Angel followed up the Vader with a series of other popular shoes, including the Supra TK Society, as in pro skater Terry Kennedy, and the Supra Skytop. The Skytop, as we know now, will go on to be iconic and huge for Supra the brand, but at the time they came out, a lot of people made fun of him. But they sold out so fast that it's clear who had the last laugh in the end, right? The Supra High Top was originally released in 2007, but it was sitting to the stratosphere in 2008 after a cosign from Jay-Z. The sneaker took things back to the true high top cut, plus the vulcanized sole appealed to skaters. They would also bring on Chad Muska to their design team, which added further clout. Muska, Angel, and fellow Skytop designer Josh Brubarka never envisioned the Skytop to take over the sneaker culture the way it did in 2008, which made the fact that it would that much sweeter. I mean, you gotta remember, this was slightly before the days that blogs created mass hysteria around sneaker releases and Instagram dictated what was cool. So things took a bit longer to resonate and catch on. But if and when they did, it was because there was something that's truly special there. The inspiration was pretty simple, as the trio was focused on creating something, quote, by them, for them, so that they had the dopest shoes to skate in, and making money was just an added bonus. And it's hard to ignore the fact that Supras were indeed some of the best looking skate shoes of the day. The shoe resembled a retro basketball sneaker from the early 90s, but Muska said it was simply performance related for skateboarding. And the guys at Supra never really pushed their products onto anyone. So in 2009, the model organically started popping up on everyone's feet, from Lil Wayne at the BET Awards to Kanye West and the aforementioned Jay-Z. And all this high-profile attention catapulted them into superstardom. This was the year of the exaggerated high-top style, and it was consistently being used and featured by athletic brands and high-end fashion brands alike. The new wave was in, and Supra was largely responsible for the trend. General releases were selling out, and retailers had long lines. International calls were coming in to lock down shoes, which is usually only a problem for the bigger brands like Nike. Every great artist has their whole life to produce his first masterpiece, but the follow-up to a classic can be one of the hardest things to do. So the pressure was on for Angel and the guys at Supra to come back with something that was as popular as the Skytop. And the Skytop 2 didn't disappoint, picking up right where the originals left off. Limited and general releases didn't sit on the shelves very long, with some even selling out in less than 30 minutes. The tool was built more fashion forward than its predecessor, and even though the model didn't need any help in terms of sales, when Justin Bieber started getting spotted wearing them all the time, this cemented its spot as an essential pop culture style. When you think about it, Muska and company were really geniuses for capturing lanes that included hipsters, skaters, rappers, and everything in between. This helped open the door for other models in the brand's arsenal to push units off the strength of the Skytop's reputation. Supra has cemented itself as one of the most consistent brands that knew how to cater to its fan base, with a string of 3 signature shoes that so far hadn't missed. And by 2010, Supra was one of the most successful shoe brands in the world. The company had annual sales of $200 million, and its shoes were worn by celebrities, skaters, hype beasts, and tons of others. Seemingly at the top of their run, Angel and the team decided it was time to cash out on their investment. And in 2012, Supra was sold by its parent company, One Industries, to the footwear conglomerate K-Swiss. Under K-Swiss's ownership, Supra began to lose its identity though. The brand was no longer run by skateboarders, and its shoes became less and less popular amongst the skate community. It also didn't help that the whole marriage between rap and skateboarding was kind of getting old by now, and people were moving on. In 2016, things came to a head when K-Swiss announced that they would be shutting down Supra's operations. The brand was relaunched though under the ownership of Authentic Brands Group, but it struggled to regain its former popularity ever since then. Despite the questionable state of the brand today, Supra at its height was able to do something that no other streetwear brand has been able to accomplish. They kicked down the door of the legacy sneaker brand's castle and carved out a space for the new kids on the block. Brands like Huff had their sneaker wing, but they were nowhere near as popular as Supra's in my opinion. And other than that, most other streetwear brands have opted to just join teams with the big 3 for collaborations rather than come out with their own original designs. But Supra showed us that it was totally possible to launch a startup sneaker brand making original silhouettes and turn a success of things. And you gotta respect that. But what do you think? Were you a fan of Supra's? Hit us in the comment section and let us know. Also, if you haven't by now, don't forget to smash that like button. Again, liking and sharing the video is the best way to help us to continue to grow as a channel. And like I always say, we really can't do it without you guys' help. Also, if you want to be updated every time we drop a new video just like this one, then hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell to be updated whenever a new episode drops. But with that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com signing out. Until next time, peace.